thank you for being here. It has been about 10 years I have been searching for truth and in the search for an truly enlightened master. It so happened that I left all the worldly things, and at this point of time, I don't know where I will be having my next meal or where I will be staying. But somehow I feel that a great power is taking care of all of my needs, and I'm enjoying this kind of life. When I heard you on YouTube, I started to get the glimpses of myself, of my true nature, but they are of short periods. They don't remain for long. So today I stand before you to beg for enlightenment. I want to be a Buddha, and my nature is lazy, and
Repeat. Repeat, please, what you say.
I want to be a Buddha. And by nature, I am lazy, and I am also becoming impatient. Many say it takes thousands of lives to be awakened, but I don't want to wait. I want freedom today.
Take it that the thousands of life is already behind you. Okay, so now it brought you this point, okay? Because I cannot defer you to another time and say, in another 5 lives or so. I don't work like that. So you have spent your thousands of life. Okay, so let's see what you're going to do with this life.
So please help me. I want to free now.
Okay. We are in some way starting from scratch with you because we have not met before. I am only going on what you are speaking today, right now. And you said that you have had glimpses of the truth. It's true? You said like this, but you said they did not stay. They did not stay. Why? Because the one who had the glimpse is itself not consistent, actually. It is believed that this is the factual position that you are looking from, and this person that had a glimpse into the infinite self, you may say, you didn't use those words, but I'm assuming that's what you meant, and that somehow it did not stay. And I know it cannot go. You see? So, maybe for the duration of what you experience as a glimpse was in fact, for that period of time, yourself as an ego or an autonomous being was not there. And in the absence of you personally was revealed the presence of you universally. Have I moved too fast on this one? Yes. So it's a very subtle thing, you see? Because we are taking and assuming that the personal standpoint is adequate or sufficient to catch hold of the supreme, eternal, perfect self. So it's not that the person had a flash of the self, but that the person for a flash was not there. And in the absence of the person became the presence of the presence revealed itself. It's not easy if we are thinking the usual way of thinking, yes, but why did it go? Of course, we are experiencing from a very limited standpoint of personhood, which we have assumed to be the fact of who we are. Some people have evolved enough internally to recognize that the person is not a reliable state. It fluctuates. Something knows the person is not consistent, you see. So something within you is able to view or overview the sense of your person like that. That which is able to observe the sense of person, is that itself a person? I say again, no? If the sense of yourself, because we do it also very casually, we talk about our past, we talk about our projections about future, and these ideas and feelings, they come and go for us. But we don't stop enough to look at who is it that can perceive past, can perceive our present state, can perceive that our state is not stable. What is it, where are you looking from to observe that your person or personality is not stable? It must be from a place within yourself also, you see. So it is not true that the person, we can say, okay, we can say the person had a glimpse, but that glimpse did not expand into continuous seeing. It was effectively experienced as a momentary thing, and that went away. And it is apparently the person who observed that flash of enlightenment or awakening, that went away. But the person has remained consistent. But actually, it's not the person that has remained. Actually, your sense of person is not a fixed thing. It's only seemed to be fixed in your mind. You think you're always looking from the place of personhood. Where are we going with this? I don't know. Talk to me a little bit more. Give me something to catch hold of, because I feel you say now today you wish to be free of these comings and goings, the kind of momentary flashes of seeing or grace. You want permanently to be established in that.
I have done many practices, done many courses about meditation, and they say it takes many years, many lives, but as when I heard you,
Okay,
you say...
stop. You say practices take time. It is true. Meditation also takes time. Everything takes some time. For all of you, I ask you, what is there in you that takes no time? Don't answer me. Just reflect. What is it that is already so that does not need to be practiced? I'm just saying. Everything else takes practice, and practice imply that the thing you're practicing to reach cannot be where you already are. It is some projection. All paths, all roads are leading somewhere. What is it that's not going anywhere? Because even present thoughts, they are traffic, they're on the way to somewhere. Emotions, it's also on the way to somewhere. Our minds are fixing things as though they don't move. Someone saw me also a few days ago, and this lady asked me, "How are you today? How are you now?" Okay. She says, "Because last time you were not so well." I said, "When?" 2 years ago. You know what happened 2 years ago in my life? Mind fixes certain things and then picks that thread up later on as though this is the next instant. So all these are stale ideas that we have collected in our mind, and we are holding on to them as though they are true, that they are real, and that they are of value, you see? So my question to you now, what is it, if you don't try to reach anywhere, even state of enlightenment or whatever, don't try to go for anything at all, just for a moment. I'm just trying something, okay? Don't try to go anywhere or to become anything. Just for a few moments, just while I'm speaking, just drop all this idea, for a moment. Not trying to reach enlightenment, not try to become Buddha, not trying to become anything, just for a moment. So we can just relax. And don't hold on to any idea. Don't hold on to any shape about who you are, just for a little bit. Be empty of it. And also, whatever your mind wants to say about this, leave it. Can we do like this? Because perhaps for hundreds of lifetimes you're searching, I don't know, for something. Something has been looking. We tried many things, and they don't last. Nothing lasts. Now fast forward to this life. Fast forward to this moment, and I'm asking you to do nothing more for now. No? Just as you are here. And for a moment, don't be expecting anything, like I'm about to do some miracle on you or something. No, just be empty. Right. So you see, your senses are still functioning. Monkey is trying to put get a nice seat somewhere. Okay, so your senses are functioning, you can see, you can hear, but you're not collecting anything at all. You are not a container of thoughts, memories, intentions. Just be empty of that. If they come in just like clouds are coming in, don't try to shush them away, and don't try to hold them. Let them everything go their own way. But you are just here for now. Okay? So even the idea about enlightenment and becoming a Buddha, I want to finish with this, all your requests, your desires, all these things, just leave them for a moment. Life allows you this space. Leave everything alone. And don't touch next. So whether past or future or now, don't touch anything at all. Just you remain only aware. In this space, which I'm referring to as simple awareness, pay attention. Is it expecting anything at all? Please look. Your answers now I would like to hear from you. How are you in this instant? Have you done any work to be here? You say you're lazy, no? So yes. I'm really on your side now, okay? Not on your back, okay? So lazy man's way to enlightenment, really nice. So you don't do anything at all. Don't reach for anything. Don't turn back to get anything. Leave everything. there's something, if everything is taken out or left aside, everything, all your thoughts, all memory, everything for a moment, okay? You can have them back in a little bit if you want, but just for one instant of time to leave everything for a moment. Until there's nothing else that can be taken out. Nothing can be left aside. Are you not still here? Something is here. Even the memory of yourself as a person, it come and go, so you leave it. Are you in an unbearable state?
No.
No. Your mind is waiting to give a lot of information, by the way.
Yes.
It wants to say something.
Yes.
But not for the moment. He can wait also. You give a few moments just to be just as you are. Yeah. No next, no past. Even present. You don't know what it means. Simply you're here. I've not asked you to control or to suppress your senses. They are not the problem. Don't hold on to any self-description, nor any past. Just you're here. Don't listen to what your mind wants to say for now. In a little bit, he can come in. Just as you are now. Empty.
Now it's like for some time I am experiencing emptiness, but there is a desire that is not going. Can I say that desire?
Yes?
I want.
Okay, a desire seems to be coming and... Okay? And you cannot put him. You put him over there, he comes back. Leave him. Don't engage with it though. Say, okay, you can be there, but I'm not in a conversation with you. It's possible? Or must you engage with this desire? Can you leave it or not?
It's getting difficult with that desire. Can I say that desire?
It is getting difficult is a feeling. Eh? Yes. Did the desire tell you it is difficult? Did the desire say, listen, it's difficult to leave me, okay? Or is something saying it's difficult to leave the desire?
I feel it's something is saying that it is difficult to leave the desire.
Very good. Is there not an awareness that there is something that is feeling it's difficult to leave this desire? Do
Yes.
you have to identify with this one even? There's a feeling, but it's so hard to leave this desire. But there's an awareness behind that. From the place of the awareness, is the awareness attached to the desire?
No, when I reached at the place of awareness, I don't feel attachment to the desire.
Stay there. Is it difficult to remain in this place? I'm not asking you not to breathe. I'm not asking you to sit very still. Say, no, relax. I'm not asking you to do some spiritual gymnastics or nothing, just as you are here. So even this persistent sensation or desire, you have just now admitted, although it feels very intimate and itchy, the one who is feeling itchy, there's awareness of this one. So that cannot be my essential nature. Is true or not?
Yes.
Yes. So that being said, what remains now? That's not doing anything, no effort at all here.
At this point of time, I am experiencing a space, not knowing what to do next, what to think.
Just be the space. Just be the space. Just be there in the space. Are you something that is in the space, or are you same as the space?
Now it is feeling that I am the space.
Does the space have desires?
It's like I am experiencing, it's a consciousness who is knowing I, and there is nothing at all except I-ness.
I-ness, okay. Is that an I-ness with content or without content?
It is as it is only I, only the feeling of isness.
Yeah. Did you create this feeling?
No.
Is it a trick?
It's like it's always there.
Yes. Is it a glimpse?
No, it's like an ocean and the waves are the glimpses.
The waves are what?
Waves are the glimpses. Thoughts are the glimpses.
So the waves are glimpsing the ocean?
No.
Don't touch mind. Do you feel restricted?
No.
Can you go until you come to the end of this now? In any direction, you can go and tell me when you come to the end of this.
I didn't get what you said just now.
You wanted to say something just now?
I didn't understand what you said just now.
This that is, we call, like you say for the moment, you use the word space, this sort of space that's here. Can you come to the end of that space? Does it have a limit? Can anything change that space? Like sudden movement, and the space is gone? That's awareness space itself.
Now there is a doubt arising.
Yes?
I am feeling that that consciousness is in this body, and
Yes.
outside there is no awareness.
Okay. Go outside then and take a look. Something is saying consciousness is limited to the size and the proportion and the dimension of this body. And outside of this, there's no consciousness. That's a feeling that came, a thought.
Yes.
Yes. Where did this thought come from? It was not here previously. Then now it arises. From where it come?
When you asked the question, how far is the space? Then I looked and I felt like this.
Yes.
I felt that space is not outside the body.
So therefore, the space that you're in is the dimension and volume of the body.
It feels so.
It feels so. Okay. Is that feeling consistent? Is that feeling reliable? Or is it just like another feeling? If it is true, then it means that it will always be true. It's true now. At any time you're going to check in, it's still true. Your existence is only inside the size and shape and the dimensions of the body. And because that thought came, and it seemed as though some belief has gone to that thought, so the thought becomes more solid. If it is left only as a thought, it will soon float by. It's as though each thought is auditioning for your attention. For someone else, maybe the thought come and it also go. But somehow this thought has come, perhaps not for the first time for you. It has come and it goes, hey, and you go. And you have this sense of going off with it, and for that moment you have chosen in some way, in a subtle way, to leave your seeing and to be in contact with that thought, which still cannot stay with you.
I also want to tell an experience. When I meditate, my concentration goes here, and I feel that I am someone sitting inside my head and looking the world. That also I feel is a blissful state, but that doesn't remain for long. So from that experience, I sometimes think that I am a little point, something in my head.
I see. But not at this moment.
Not at this moment.
Okay.
When I meditate or when I in a good environment, spiritual environment, it automatically happens that my concentration goes above my head.
Where is it now? Where is your concentration now? I tell you, don't do anything at all. Don't even concentrate for a minute. Just listen, no? Because if something is going to your head, there's an awareness of something going to the head. And then the thought says, I become contracted and I'm right here now. Is that an actuality or is that a truth?
That I don't know.
No. Well, if it was truth, you would still be up there, no? Because the truth cannot be just part-time. What I call truth must be consistently, reliably, always as it is. It doesn't change mood or color or something else. The mind is trying very hard. We call it monkey mind. But when you pay attention to where I'm pointing, that's called monk's mind. Monkey mind. Monk's mind. All these things are heard, as thoughts and feelings, movement, something, and even the reaction as a response to that is also perceivable. When you know this, when you have verified this, you find that you're still, and you're here, not up there. Let's not even call this a name for now. You're still just here. Your talking about here is perceived in here. The talking started, it ran for a while, it stopped. But you have not moved. Have you come to this certitude? It is as though there's a dimension, let's say for now, within you, that is not pulled about by the traffic of thoughts and feelings and all of this. They are all perceived, but they do not alter that which is. Can you recognize this? Earlier when I asked you all these things that come and go, for a moment just don't try to control, don't try to organize your mind, don't follow where it wants to go. Be aware only. From the place of awareness, the comings and goings, the rising and falling, all of these things are perceived, but without passion and without attachment. Can we come to this place? Is this a place that you create or you discover?
It's a discovery, and when I reach there, I find that my mind is trying to organize that. It is trying to draw some conclusions and draw some.
Does the mind's conclusions affect here? Who cares about the mind's conclusions? Is it this or something else? It is something else which you are presently addressing as yourself. The I feeling became the I me feeling. Because you mentioned before the feeling of I is there. And I ask you, does it have any content? You say, no, it is just a sense of being is there. You see? That sense of being is really your watching place. The first important discovery, that you are simply observing the traffic of thought, sensation, feeling, memory, all these things are watched from this place. Some time ago, I shared with you a simple example that I thought maybe it's worth repeating now, and you must have heard me talk about it before, because many people could relate to it. And I gave the picture that there is a tree, and on one branch of a tree, there is a bird, and the bird appears to be building a nest. It has babies and it's building nests. Maybe flies off every now and again, it finds some worms, it brings it back to the baby to feed. Activity. Now this bird, I'm saying, represents our life of activity. Having a life, making a family, having a home, having your business, going about doing the things that we perceive other human beings are doing according to our culture, according to our tradition, according to expectations. That's the first bird on the branch doing that. But a little bit above, on another branch, sits another bird that looks identical to the first bird. But this bird is not doing anything. It only sits quietly observing. First bird, okay? Activity. we can relate to this one. Above, on another branch, sits a bird that looks like it, but this bird is not in that activity. It quietly watches. In its view, it can see the first bird and first bird activity, but also it's aware, a very open, expansive seeing. It's aware of the sky and the sea and the breeze, like this. But it's not doing anything. That bird represents an ability within you to observe with detachment. You follow? Okay? So when I ask you, yes, you are observing all these things, but you're not directly participating in them. Can you relate to this?
Yes.
That is also a space within you, a capacity within you to observe with detachment. And these two birds now, they are functions in one body. So while we are moved and active and so on, there's a natural awareness of the activities. But that awareness is not the activity itself. Does it connect with you? You see, this is so significant, and so significant a discovery for most people when they catch it and say, wow, but of course, it's natural, but it needed to be pointed out. You see? That I can see my activity, the activity of the mind, also planning what to do next and what was done before. This is all first bird activity. Watched from second bird position. What is second bird position? The sense of natural presence, from where you are viewing and perceiving all the activities of life, and your own life also sits inside that. Can you relate to this second bird position also?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I feel that some thoughts are trying to hold my attention, but they are going.
So thoughts arising also are coming, but in the position of second bird view, it watches the thoughts arising. Also possible from this second bird position is a movement, one of your great powers, the movement to believe or to engage with the activities that appear in front of you. But as soon as you go with this power to believe in them, it's as though you get pulled into first bird position, very easy. Can we follow this or not? Yes. Okay, so can you follow?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm asking now, first bird position, activities of life, traffic and telephone calls, sending emails, sending this, Facebook, all blah, 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 and all of the activities of our lives. No? Second bird position, many people not even aware that they are aware. Meaning that now you're consciously being asked, keep observing, don't try to control the senses, let them just move inside the space that they exist in. You are only the awareness of them. Okay? You are not getting caught up in the bubble of any scenario. You're quietly looking. It's clear enough?
Yes.
Okay. Many people, when they discover what I'm calling the second bird position, already a sense of spaciousness or expansiveness comes into their awareness field. Is this happening? When you're not aware of your actions, it's like your world can easily become claustrophobic and tight. Running out of moves, I don't know what to do. When you sit back in the place of the observing position, you see from a wider perspective. And at the same time, you are aware that you are aware. Is true or not? And how does it feel? Is it the same environment? First bird position, second bird position?
Second.
When we discover this, already you are experiencing some sense of peace, space, spaciousness, a joy, a contentment. Panic, agitation, those lower energetic functions, they seem to be thinning away and replaced by a field more of graciousness, lightness, more open, aliveness. Can you recognize this or not?
Yes.
When people come to this position, then I say, be rooted in this, be one with this for a time. Because life is going to keep on presenting many activities, and it will feel as though some activities are trying to get you back into first bird position only. Nothing wrong with first bird. He can exist, but he's better existing with second bird also there, conscious, no? So let both happen. Now, I want to share with you something. First bird is involved in lot of activity, function, very, very emotionally, psychologically, physically involved in the activities of its life, so to speak, no? Second bird position is more aware that these things are happening, like this, but it's not emotionally involved. It can see with more spaciousness, no? Things are not so consequential. There seems more time. Things have slowed down. So first bird is a functioning, isn't it? You're observing the activities, let's call it the functioning of identity and personhood. You with me? Okay. Second bird is also just observing quietly. Its place is more peaceful, more stable, you're more happy, more open. Okay? May I ask you something? Is second bird position, peaceful as it is it also not a functioning? I don't ask this question very often. Can we say that even second bird position is also a functioning? Maybe a functioning of witnessing also? Is there third bird? Are you still with me when I'm speaking
Yes.
like this?
Yes.
Is there not a space within which also second bird is also witnessed?
Now I'm starting to feel that witnessing is also a activity,
Yes.
and there is a space in which witnessing is also done.
So therefore, even the function of witnessing is itself witnessed. Where the functioning of perception is also perceived.
Now it's feeling like I'm going into an emptiness, and a fear is coming, and I've lost all my identity, such type of fear.
Yes. You lose your identity.
So there is some resistance that is saying, don't go there. There is, if I will lose all my thoughts, all my concept, what will remain? I will die. It's something like that.
You will die like I am dead. Something will die, but you will not be dead. It's a strong word, a very human word. Die. Don't want to die. No? But what will die is that which is never really alive in you, just imagined. I don't have to use the word dying. I don't have to use this word, and I'm not tricking, no? Because we value so much the concepts that we are attached to, and we feel we cannot do without them. Okay? But while we are protecting them, you are not in the fullness of yourself. You're living in a conditioned state, which is fine also, it's fine, because there's a very big membership there. Okay? So you're in good company. We can transact in this way. Yeah? And I say, where I'm speaking now, the population is few. The reality is, that is the truth of what we are. But the mind, which is conditioned into believing, in not you, because you, the awareness itself, because you can only ever be the awareness, but you can also be not aware of your awareness and believe you're only alive through your ideas and personal identity. And something feels afraid to move beyond that because you've learned the street language of your person. You see? And I'm not here to pull teeth, I'm not here for this, okay? Because each one must move in their own speed, in accordance with the will of God, no? But some are able to grasp what I'm speaking and feel the immensity of that. They can feel the purity of it. They can see and feel the love that pours out of that. They can experience the wind of the universality of that. I'm not going to tell you, try harder, no? Either you can see, or you're not, in fact you are seeing, but at the moment you're seeing also your resistances, the resistances which is coming from your person. You see? And the person feels threatened by the opportunity that's being presented to them to go beyond the limited field of personhood into your natural original state in the immensity of being. But in accordance with your destiny for the moment. We say with words, I am up for it. I'm here to go all the way, Guruji. I'm here all the way. Okay, come. Sit. Let's talk. And as we begin to look, then we begin to see as the laser light of consciousness begins to scan internally, and now it is exposing the seeds of personhood that is keeping you attached to the things of the world. Things of the world is not bad. They are just things of the world. But our attachment to them limits your capacity to rest in the fullness of yourself. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that to be free, you must live as some single monk living in some mountain, sitting on a stone. I don't have this picture. You must come to what we call, we sometimes use the word sahaja samadhi, no? which means to be awake in your natural state, meaning the senses are functioning, you can interact with life and beings without being pulled into the noise of personhood. You see? There's no hierarchy. It's not that you feel I'm above or not special, but you are seeing and being from the place you are. But naturally, to come to this point, you will be tested. Why tested? To make you fail? No, because we need that friction. Sometimes I say it is as though consciousness creates the sense of a problem in order to have the experience of transcending it. So another way that we can call this whole experience or experiment of life is a game of transcending the lower energy fields which gravitate and hold the beingness hostage when the beingness is deeply attached to personhood. If you're deeply identified with your body and your gender, your race, your whatever it is, these things will be coming up, your attachment, because something says, come a little bit more in. Come back again to the original place, and something is saying, no, I don't want to be without this, and this is fine. If that's as far as you can go for now, that is all. I'm only presenting what you say you want when it is more clearly perceived in you, meaning what? Well, for me, you're always the self, but in the role, temporarily, in a mode of localized consciousness, which has formed itself into what we call a person. You are still the self. The self is totally here, but there's the mask of personal identity, and it is as though the self has gone to sleep or is living in a state of hypnosis for a time, whereby it believes itself to be the mask of personhood. And so, because of this, it is living a life of a limited perspective of personhood, when the reality is that you are one with the Supreme. Not equal to, I don't want to use the word equal, it's a different thing. One means in harmony with. Equal is more ego idea. You're not equal to God. Very arrogant. But one with means belonging to, one with, harmony with that which is. So what you are reporting is that as I approach somehow, let's use the word approaching, coming back into the field of isness, of that which truly is, I begin to see my humanness and its attachments. You see? It's true or not?
Yes.
Yes. And it is also experience some fear that I might be making wrong choice. I'm letting go of the things that I have believed to be essentials to me, but a voice seems to be calling at the same time, let go and move more deeply in. Don't destroy, simply leave for a moment, come more deeply in. Can it happen for you? You see? This is second day of satsang in Rishikesh. We are having this conversation. Maybe mind tells you, look, you got three and almost nearly 4 weeks, man. Relax. Okay? It's nothing new. We know this voice is the same guy operating in all our minds. No? That's fine. I am not here to struggle with you. But I am endeavoring to respond to your request. And your request, I don't know if it still remains true from when you said, I am here to wake up.
Yes.
what do you perceive to be in the way of that awakening which you say you long for? Speak up.
Now it's feeling that there are no words, but some between mind thoughts are coming, but I am feeling that there is a, I cannot say, there is something.
It's time to say. It's time to say. It's time to identify. Is there a genuine obstacle? Given what I have just shared with you, no? Is there genuinely an obstacle? Is it real or imagined?
Imagined.
Imagined. And now it's your turn now, you see, to then say, I need to sit with this a bit. I need to sit with this a bit and to look at it. No? I don't come here with a form for enlightenment, dear friend. What is your name? Tick. I'm not here for that. You ask something, I'm only endeavoring to respond to it. Now I see what happens with you with it. Because even when that light is clearly seen, it will still take some time. Your mind will still keep coming. It may see you have not really crossed over. You're just more convinced. But you still have attachments there a little bit. They may suffer a bit of a beating or something, but they are still there and they will still come. But now you're in a greater position to look and say, I have a choice about this, I can leave that now. Because nothing that I see there can improve on who I am here. I'm not selling enlightenment coupons. You ask, the guidance comes for you, then you see at least, in this place, something feels stuck. And what is feeling stuck? For someone else, they may say, yeah, there's a feeling of stuckness, but when I look, there's nothing really stuck. Sometimes people have said, yes, I see all of this, but there's something that is still troubling me. Okay, what is it? I don't know. You don't know, but something is troubling you. Yeah. Okay, next. Boom. It's your turn to reflect about it. So, I want to thank you because I feel in sharing with you,
Thank you.
it's not just personal, then I feel it's for everybody, food for everybody, because something I may share with you, maybe someone will eat completely. We don't know. Okay? So, thank you.
Thank you. Can I tell about the desire
The desire,
that I left before?
oh, you left it? Or,
Yes,
or you
but
want to return to it?
Yes.
Okay, tell me then. Okay.
I want to sit at your feet for some time.
In the hope of what?
Without any hope.
Okay.
I am feeling very, I can't say, but I am feeling this experience, this is the greatest experience, I
Yes.
can say,
Okay.
of now.
Can I say something to you about this?
Yes.
If you embrace what I have shared with you, if it resonates inside your heart, then you can be experiencing the thing that you say you desire for as long as you want. If you want it physically, I say, okay, we can do a little bit like that. But if you've understood inside, then you'll feel, you know what? You're always with me. And maybe even a more powerful way than physically sitting with me. There are some beings, I have often spoke of him, no? One friend who comes once each year over the last maybe 10, 12 years. He flies all the way from Japan. He's a busy man, he's working with government, but he has very little holiday. He also has family. When he has his holiday, he flies to see me in India,